Alright, Shalom, this is YAHAWAH with GMS Dallas Camp. First off, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, keeping his word in truth and sincerity. I just want to go into a quick topic, going into baptism. Alright, because we all know that baptism isn't what Christianity defines it as. All right, because you see in these churches how they perform baptism. All right, and I'm talking about that, where they dip you in the water. First you confess that you accept Jesus Christ or whatever in your life, and then they dip you in that nasty ass water. Okay, because the scriptures don't talk about that. Well, they talk about baptism, but it doesn't talk about you being baptized, being baptized by your, with some nasty water with your flesh. All right. So I'm going to read this. This is 1 Peter 3:21. It says, "The like figure whereunto even baptism doth always now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards the Most High, by the resurrection of Yahawashi HaMashiach." All right. So it says, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh. Okay, so those things that these Christians do in the church is not necessary. Right? It's just extra. You know what I'm saying? People pretty much just showing off. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at me, I'm getting baptized. I accepted Jesus Christ in my life. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. And that reminds me of what is that? Matthew 6. Take heed that you do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why those things aren't profitable. All right, being out there showing everybody that you accept Jesus Christ, now you want to get baptized in some nasty, dirty lake water where the sewage goes to. You know what I'm saying? It's not profitable. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we go back to that in 1 Peter 3:21, it says, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards the Most High, man. So that, you're supposed to be baptized in your mind, all right, in your head, in your conscience, and put away all those things that you used to do back in the world. You know what I'm saying? You coming into this truth, you know what I'm saying? You got to put away the old man and bring about the new. All right? Because if you go to, what is it, Romans, the 6th chapter? What was it? Romans 6:4. Okay, so therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Hamashiach was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. All right, we should walk in that newness of life, man, and that with that good conscience. All right, everything that you used to do back before this, you need to let go of, man. You need to let go of, maybe you eating a lot of pork, bacon, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Eating unclean animals. You know what I'm saying? Not keeping the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? And just overall bringing about that new man to where now you're willing to do those things, willing to follow the law, statutes, commandments, but to the best of your ability. You're willing to put away those unclean foods, willing to keep the Sabbath, willing to do what it takes to renew your life and bring about that good conscience towards the Most High. All right? Verse 5, it says, "For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection, knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin." Okay, so I got this other one. Okay, Ephesians 6. It says, verse 4, it says, And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Servants. Oh, Salakia. This is Ephesians 5. I'm tripping. 26. Okay, so it says that he might sanctify us and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. You know what I'm saying? Because through this, like it says in John 17:17. Let's see. John 17:17, it says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. You know what I'm saying? So this, by receiving this word, this truth, you know what I'm saying, you baptized. You know what I'm saying? Listening to what the scriptures say. All right? And fearing the Most High, man. Bringing about that new man. Okay? So let me see if I can find it new. Okay, I believe it's Colossians, the 3rd chapter. It says, let not one to another sing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. All right, so, putting on that new man, that being baptized by this word, by this truth. All right, being sanctified and renewing yourself and bringing about that good conscience, like we read in 1 Peter, the 3rd chapter. Okay, now let's see. There's another one more I want to bring out. Well, actually, there's a point I wanted to make in that 1 Peter chapter 3. All right, so it says, Mark 16:16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. All right, so you're baptized by this truth in your conscience, and accept YAHAWASHI, or not accept, I don't want to say it like that, but are willing to follow after YAHAWASHI, okay, and do what he says, okay, and putting on that new man. That's that baptism through this word. All right, you being baptized and renewed into a new creature, okay, following after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and putting away the filth of that old man. Okay. So now, if we go back to 1 Peter 3. Okay, go down. I'm gonna look up the text commentaries. And there was one. Was it this one? Let me see. No, it wasn't that one. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Man, I forgot which one it was. I think it was this one. Yeah, I believe it was this one. Let's see. Okay, it says, declares what he means by saving baptism, not the outward ceremony of washing with water, all right, which in itself does no more than put away the filth of the flesh, but is a baptism wherein there is a faithful answer for restipulation of a resolved good conscience, engaging to believe in and be entirely devoted to the Most High, the Father, the Son, YAHAWASHI, and the Holy Ghost, renouncing at the same time the flesh, the world, and the devil. All right, renouncing the flesh, the world, and the devil. All right, the baptismal covenant made and kept will certainly save us. Washing is a visible sign. This is the thing signified. All right, so they say they do it to signify what they're doing, but it's not. What I'm saying, it's not expedient. Okay, it's not expedient to do those things. All right, because those things ain't going to help you. Just because you got Christians out there that baptize themselves 2 or 3 times and still go back and do the same thing they did in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why it talks about that good conscience towards the Most High. All right, it says the apostle shows that the efficacy of baptism to salvation depends not upon the work done, but upon the resurrection of Hamashiach, which opposes his death and is the foundation of our faith and hope to which we are rendered conformable by dying to sin and rising again to holiness and newness of life. All right. Let's see. There was another point I wanted to see. External person, but will save no man without answer. See, the external participation of baptism will save no man without an answerable good conscience and conversation. All right. So if you're not doing that, and you're just getting baptized and washing your filth of your flesh in some lake or wherever, you know what I'm saying, that's never gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Used to, Christians up there getting baptized in them churches still go back and do the same shit that they did back in the world. Still eating pork, still cutting people off in the highway and flipping them off. You know what I'm saying? Still doing all them wicked things that they did. Not having that complete understanding of what baptism really means. Okay? Look, it says infants cannot make such an answer and therefore ought not to be baptized, which goes to these guys in these Catholic churches as well, man. Baptizing these babies. You know what I'm saying? Baby don't know what the hell's going on. How can it be brought back into? How can it be baptized? Not renewing of the filth of their flesh, but you know what I'm saying, but of a good conscience when they don't even know they babies, they infants, they don't know nothing. They have no idea what's going on, and they're in them Catholic churches baptizing these babies. All right, it says infants cannot make such an answer, and therefore ought not to be baptized. The true circumcision was that of the heart and of the spirit. The heart, la'ah, of your mind. All right. Which children were no more capable of them than our infants are capable of making this answer now. Yet they were allowed circumcision at 8 days old, according to the law. The infants of the Christian church therefore may be admitted to the ordinance with as much reason as the infants of the Jewish, unless they are barred from it by some express prohibition of Hamashiach. All right. Yeah, I think that was pretty much the point I wanted to make, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, that baptism is the washing away of the filth, not the washing away of the filth of the flesh, but the renewing of a good conscience towards the Most High, like like I've been saying. All right, by the resurrection of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. Okay, so just brothers, remember that. You know what I'm saying? That's why these Christian churches and these Catholic, Catholicism doesn't have the truth, man, as well as all these other religions. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not. This is one of many things that they don't understand is the true baptism. Okay, now, man. So I'm gonna say, I just want to go into that. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.